They say we look just right, like a picture in good light. Every smile, every move, like we've got nothing to lose. We walk in holding hands, like everything is planned. Every glance is in its place, like a perfectly framed space. They don't see the quiet gaps in between the laughs, or the way we turn away at the end of every day. From the outside we're a dream, but it's not what it seems. We're perfect from a distance, close enough to fake resistance. Every flaw just disappears when nobody's really here. We're everything they want to see, but not what we used to be. And the closer that we stand, the less we understand. We still play the part so well, even fool ourselves. Every word is safe and clean, nothing wrong in between. And I wonder if you know how far we've let this go, or if we're both just holding tight to the image we can't fight. We don't break, we don't confess, we just live inside the press. We're perfect from a distance, living in a careful distance. Every truth we never say gets a little more delayed. We're a story dressed in gold, but there's nothing left to hold. And the louder that we shine, the more we fall behind. Oh, we look so in love, so in love. Oh, just not enough. Do you ever wanna scream, break the surface of this scene, say the things we both avoid, risk the calm we've both enjoyed? Or are we too far gone to admit what we've become? Just a version we maintain, so we don't feel the pain. We didn't lose it overnight, we just hid it out of sight. And maybe if we let it fall, we could finally feel it all. But we're scared of what that means, so we stay inside the dream. We're perfect from a distance, but there's no real existence in a love that's all display, with the truth kept far away. We were something once before, now we're just a metaphor for a picture people trust, but that was never really us. They say we look just right, yeah, maybe from that light. I still know the way you breathe in the silence next to me. Still remember every line, like it's written in my mind. Nothing shattered, nothing broke, No last words we never spoke, just a feeling changing shape in a way we can't escape. You still reach for me at night, I still hold you just as tight, but something underneath doesn't feel like it used to be. And I hate the way it's true, I still care, just not like you. I still love you, just not the same. Not the fire, not the flame, just a quiet fading light, trying hard to stay alive. We were everything before, now we're something less and more. And I don't know how to say I still love you, just not the same. We still laugh at all the same things, still wear each other's rings, still talk about our days in the same familiar ways. But the spark we used to feel now just echoes, not as real. And I see it in your eyes, you're afraid to realize. We both know but don't confess, 'cause the truth would hurt too much. I still love you, just not the same. Not enough to stay the same, not enough to build again what we lost somewhere within. We were stronger, we were sure, now I'm not that anymore. And I don't know how to say I still love you, just not the same. Oh, it's still there somehow. Oh, just not enough now. Do we hold on? Do we let go? Do we stay just 'cause we know how to live inside this space, even if it's not the same? I don't wanna break your heart, but I think it's breaking us, staying in a love that's gone but not completely done. It's not the loss, it's not the end, it's loving you as less than then. And maybe love can change its form, but I can't pretend it's more than a memory we lived through, instead of something new. I still love you, just not the same. And that truth is what remains. You said my name like nothing changed, like time just stepped aside again. But everything we left behind was waiting in that single line. You look at me the way you did back when everything still fit, like we never let it go, like we never said goodbye. But there's a story in your eyes that doesn't match the past we tried, like we found what we once lost at a different cost. And I feel it in the way we stand so close, but not the same. We're too right, too late, like a perfect twist of fate that arrived after the end, when we can't begin again. We're everything we should have been. Now we're standing on the edge of it, and it hurts to finally see you're still right, just not for me. We talk like there's still time to spare, like we could almost meet somewhere in the middle of what's changed, but nothing sits the same. You say you thought of me sometimes in quiet spaces in your mind, and I smile like it's okay, but it shakes me anyway. 'Cause I know if we take that step, there's no way to forget. We're too right, too late. Every move a risk we take, every word a line we cross, every gain a deeper loss. We're a version we can't live in the lives we're already in, and it breaks me to admit we're too right, too late for this. Oh, we found it again. Oh, just not when we can. If we met before the fall, would we have it? Would we call this the love we tried to find in every wrong and every time? Or is it only clear right now? 'Cause we can turn it around, and the distance makes it shine like something undefined. We didn't lose it, we just missed the only time it could exist. And maybe that's the cruel design. Love don't always match the time. Sometimes it waits till it's too late to show you what you couldn't take. We're too right, too late, and there's nothing we can change. Every feeling still remains, but it comes with too much weight. We could burn it all for this, but we'd lose more than we fix. So we stand here, let it fade. Too right, too late. You said my name, like nothing changed, but everything did. I knew better, that's the worst part. You don't walk, you pull the like trouble dressed in perfume. Every word a careful lie, with just enough truth to buy it. Every doubt I try to keep, you dissolve it way too deep. And I hate the way I know I should turn, but I don't go. There's a warning in your smile, but I stay here for a while. You're a beautiful mistake by design. Every red flag feeling like a sign that I shouldn't cross this line, but I do it every time. You're a danger I can't fake, every risk I choose to take, and I know before it breaks, you're a beautiful mistake. You don't promise, you imply, keep me hanging in between the lines. Every touch a loaded game, never yours but never tame. And I tell myself I'm fine, like I'm choosing every time, but the truth I can't defend is I'm falling again. I can see it in your eyes, there's no ending without lies. You're a beautiful mistake by design, turning wrong into something divine. Every second out of place, but I'm drawn into the chase. You're the fire I can't contain, every pleasure aligned with pain, and I know how this will break. Still I choose the beautiful mistake. I see it clear. I still want you here. Maybe I don't want it safe, maybe I just want the taste of a love that burns too fast, even if it doesn't last. Maybe I don't want control, maybe I just want the fall, something real enough to feel, even if it isn't real. It's not confusion, it's not fate, it's knowing and choosing it anyway. When it finally goes too far, leaves me with another scar, I won't say I didn't know, I just couldn't let it go. You're a beautiful mistake by design. Choice I recreate, and I'll say it when it breaks. I chose every beautiful mistake. I knew better, I just didn't care. We've been here before. Haven't we? It starts with something small again, a word we twist, a line we bend. Then suddenly it's all too much, and we forget the way we touch. You say things you don't mean, I go quiet in between, and the silence fills the room like it always does too soon. We both know where this will go, but we don't stop, we let it roll. It's the same goodbye again, different words, the same old end. We say this time we won't come back, but we never mean that. We fall apart, we walk away, swear we're done, we couldn't stay. But somewhere down the line, you're back in my life. A few days, maybe a week, then your name shows up on my screen, and I pretend I won't respond, but I already know I'm gone. Back to where we left the line, like no time has passed us by, and the moment that we meet feels too easy, feels too sweet. We don't talk about the past, we just make the moment last. It's the same goodbye again, every time we say the end, every promise we undo. The second I see you, we rebuild, we redefine. Something broken every time, but we call it love again, just to lose it in the end. We never learn, still we return. Do you feel like I do, that we're stuck inside a loop? Now I'm moving on, now I'm moving through, just repeating what we knew. Is it love or just the fear of not having someone here? Are we just too used to pain to ever really change? We don't end, we don't repair, we just circle back to there. And maybe one time we'll be strong, break the cycle, move along. But tonight I already know how this story's gonna go. It's the same goodbye again, but I feel it deeper than every tear, every lie, every time we say goodbye. We're addicted to the fall, 'cause the rise is worth it all. And no matter how it ends, we'll be here again. We've been here before, and we'll be here again. I'm always close, but never there. You let me into certain rooms, but never all the way to you. There's a door you keep half closed that I'm not allowed to know. I get pieces, I get parts, but never all of who you are. play along like it's fine, staying just outside the line. You don't lie, you don't pretend, you just don't let me all the way in. I'm almost in your world, close enough to feel it turn. Every moment, every word, like I'm something that you've earned, but never fully yours to hold. Never part of what you show. I'm the love you keep unfurled, almost in your world. You disappear without a trace, then come back like nothing's changed. And I don't ask you where you've been, 'cause I know where I don't fit in. There's a life you never share, people I don't know are there, and I'm left to fill the space with whatever you replace. I can feel it every time I'm just visiting your life. I'm almost in your world, standing on the outer edge. Every promise slightly blurred, every truth left unsaid. I'm the one you turn to when you don't wanna be alone, but I'm never who you choose when it matters most. I'm close enough to stay, but not enough to stay. Do you know what that feels like? To be hidden in plain sight, to be everything at night, but gone by morning light. I don't wanna beg for space in a life I can't replace. I don't wanna almost be everything you need. It's not love if I must guess where I stand in all of this. And maybe I've been holding on to something that was never strong, just a version of a dream that you never meant to be. I was almost in your world, now I see it for what it's worth. Every piece you never gave, every part I tried to save. I won't stay where I'm unsure, I won't live on something blurred. I deserve more than this hurt. And almost in your world, I was close, but never there. You used to say my name like it meant everything. You were the one who called me late just to hear me breathe awake. You were the one who wouldn't leave, even when I couldn't see what you saw in me back then. When I didn't understand how rare a love like that could be, till it slipped so quietly. Now I'm the one who stays too long, trying to hold what's already gone. You loved me first when watching love begin to fade, and it hurts, 'cause you love me first. I remember pushing you away, like you'd always come back anyway, like your heart was something sure, something I didn't have to nurture. But time don't work like that, and love don't always last when it's only one side strong, trying to carry both along. Now I feel it in your touch, you're here, but not as much. You love me first, now I'm the one who hurts. Now I'm saying all the things you once said to me, but the timing's turned around, and your silence is the sound that confirms you love me first. Oh, I see it now. Oh, just too late somehow. Do you ever look at me and see who I used to be? The one who didn't understand the love right in her hands. I wish I could go back in time and meet you where you tried, but now I'm reaching through the air, and you're no longer there. It's not that you stopped caring fast, you just got tired of loving last. And maybe this is what I owe, to feel the weight you used to hold, to finally understand the cost of something I almost lost. You loved me first when I didn't see your worth. Now I'm giving all I have, but it's living in the past, and I trade every moment now just to meet you there somehow, before it reversed, before you stopped loving me first. Ooh. You used to say my name like it meant everything. It's funny how you change when I walk away. You go quiet when I stay, like there's nothing left to say. Every word just falls apart, like I'm talking to a wall. But the second I let go, turn my back, head for the door, suddenly you find your voice, like you're scared of losing choice. It's like you need me out of reach, to remember what I mean. You only want me leaving when I'm we're fixing all of us, but it fades in just a while. Back to distance, back to silence, and I start to feel insane. Running circles in your game, where I win you when I lose, and I lose when I choose you. I don't know which part is true, the one that stays or runs to you. You only want me leaving, only chase me when I fall. Every time I start believing, you don't want me at all. You say it when it's late, when I'm halfway out the door. You only love me more when I'm not yours. Oh, I see the pattern now. Oh, but I still turn around. If I stayed, would you still care? Or would I disappear into something you ignore, like you've done so many times before? I'm tired of this in between, or what you say and what you mean. I don't want a love that waits till it's almost too late. It's not love if it needs goodbye to finally come alive. And maybe I've been playing too, the part you need me to, walking out just to feel something closer to real. You only want me leaving, now I'm finally letting go. No more turning back to feeling something I already know. If it takes me walking out for you to love me right, then I'm choosing not to fight this time. I won't be the one you need, only when I leave. You always come back, just never to stay. You show up when the world gets loud, when you're tired of running around, when the nights get hard to face. You find your way back to my place, like I'm somewhere you can rest. Lay your head upon my chest, and for a moment it feels true, like I still belong to you. But morning comes and I can tell you're already somewhere else. I'm the home you never kept, the place you go but don't protect. Every time you lose your way, I'm the one you come to stay, but never long enough to be the life you build, the love you need. I'm where your broken pieces slept, the home you never kept. the daylight steals the field. And I hold on to the night like it's something I can't fight. But I know it fades too fast, like it never meant to last. You don't lie, you don't pretend, you just leave me in the end. I'm the home you never kept, every word you have regret, every feeling left behind when you change your state of mind. I'm the comfort you don't claim, the quiet in your hurricane, but I'm not where your future's said. Just the home you never kept. I gave you everything, but you gave me in between. Do you know what it does to me to be what you need temporarily, to feel you close then watch you go, like I was never meant to hold. I don't wanna be your place when you need to escape. I wanna be where you remain, not just somewhere you can stay. A home's not where you come and go, it's where you choose to always hold. And maybe I let this go too far, confusing comfort for a heart. But now I see it clear enough, I was never what you choose as love. I was the home you never kept, now I'm learning to forget. Every time you came around, just to leave without a sound. I deserve a love that stays, not one that slowly drifts away. I won't be where you reset, the home you never kept. Don't come back this time, I've locked the door. I remember how the silence used to sing, when your heartbeat matched the echo in my skin. We were reckless, we were young enough to burn, didn't know how fast a fire twists and turns. You traced forever on my window in the rain, said nothing's ever gonna pull us out of place. But forever has a way of changing shape. Now your shadow's all that lingers in the frame. We were dancing on a wire, didn't see the fraying lines. Now I'm holding on to ashes of a love that felt like time. We were fire in a quiet room, lighting up what we couldn't keep. Now the glow fades too soon, and it's burning like a secret I could trust. Now your voice is just a ghost inside the dusk. We were poetry that no one else could read. Now it's scattered like the pages in the breeze. I kept reaching through the smoke for a version still alive, but love slipped between the moments. We were trying to survive. We were fire in a quiet room, lighting up what we couldn't keep. Now the glow fades too soon, and it's burning only me. You were all that I believed. Now you're everything I lost. Still I feel you in the heat, even after all it cost. Was it love or just the timing? Was it real or just the need? Did we build it just to watch it fall apart too beautifully? We were fire in a quiet room. Now the silence cuts too deep. Still I call out to the truth that you never meant to leave. But the flame we couldn't save left a mark I can't undo. Now I live inside the glow of a love that once was you. And the quiet still remembers every spark we ever There's a silence in the lines we used to cross, like a signal slowly breaking into loss. We were louder than the world could understand. Now we're strangers with a history in our hands. You were calling through the static of my doubt, every word just pulling deeper, pulling out all the pieces I was trying not to show. You made chaos feel like somewhere I could go. We had headlights cutting through the midnight streets. Every promise felt too strong to be defeat, but forever started slipping in disguise, in the spaces between truth and little lies. We were tuning every heartbeat to a frequency so rare. Now I'm searching through the silence, but you're no longer there. There's a static between us now, where your voice used to be. Every word just fades to doubt in the space in between. We were louder than the night. Now we barely make a sound. All that love we world could never touch us back then. How did we turn into a distant memory? Still connected, but not who we used to be. Every argument was just a different shade of the fear that we were slowly gonna fade. We kept trying just to outrun what was true. You were losing me the same way I lost you. We were dancing on distortion, trying hard to make it clear. But the closer that we listened was the moment we disappear. There's a static between us now, where your voice used to be. Every word just fades to doubt in the space in between. We were louder than the night, now we barely make a sound. All that love we amplified just keeps breaking down. If I could reach across the silence, would you answer like before? Or has the signal finally broken beyond anything restored? Maybe love was never meant to survive the weight we gave. Maybe we were just a moment we were never meant to save. But I still hear you in the echoes, in the things I never say, like a ghost inside the waveform that refuses to decay. There's a static between us now, but I swear I hear your name through the noise and through the doubt, through the remnants of the flame. We were louder than the night, we were everything we found. Now I'm lost inside the sound of it breaking down. And the silence keeps on ringing like a truth I can't outrun. We were something once worth keeping, now we're nothing. Into one. I found your name inside a drawer of dust and faded ink in words that once were us. Every line I never dared to say, still breathing in the corners of yesterday. We were younger than the weight we tried to hold, turning every dream into something gold. But time has ways of slipping through your hands, rewriting all the things you thought you planned. Let you go without a proper fight, just watched you disappear into the night. Like loving you was something I outgrew, but truth is I was just afraid of you. Afraid of what was real, afraid of what could stay. So I hid inside the silence and I let you walk away. These are letters never sent, every word I couldn't give. All the love I buried then still remembers how to live. Now you're standing in my light, like no time has ever gone. And every line I never wrote is suddenly a song. You look different, but your eyes still hold the quiet kind of truth I used to know. Like nothing ever really fell apart, just scattered into pieces of my heart. We talk like we've been paused instead of gone, like all the missing years were just withdrawn. But in between the laughter there's a trace of all the things we never could replace. I can feel it in the air, something we can't pretend. Not a start and not an ending, something deeper than again. These are letters never sent, every tear I never showed, all the nights I almost called, every truth I never told. Now you're closer than before, but it's harder than it seems, 'cause we're standing in between who we were and what we dreamed. Do we dare to touch the fire that we couldn't hold back then? Or do we leave it in the past, like a story with no end? Maybe love is not a moment, maybe love is what remains. After all the pride and distance, after all the hidden pain. I don't need a perfect ending, I don't need to rewrite time. If you're willing just to stay here, we can learn a different rhyme. These are letters never sent, but I'm speaking them tonight. Every word I held inside, finally stepping into light. We don't have to chase forever, we don't have to be the same. If there's still a spark between us, we can learn a softer flame. So I'll give you every sentence I was too afraid to start. If you're still the one who reads me like a language of the heart. We were standing on a line we couldn't see, close enough to blur the truth and fantasy. Every glance a quiet kind of risk, every moment balanced on a twist. You would linger just a second more than safe, like temptation had a memory of your face. And I played your gravity was pulling at my soul. We never named the current in the air, but every silence said we shouldn't go there. Still the distance felt impossibly thin, like one breath could let the chaos in. We were riding something dangerous in the spaces we denied. Every look a small confession, we were trying hard to hide. It's the space we never crossed, but it's everything I feel. Like a door we never opened, still refusing to be sealed. We were dancing on the edge of a truth we couldn't claim. Now it echoes in my chest every time I hear your name. You said nothing, but your hands would almost speak, like they knew exactly what we couldn't reach. Every word was carefully designed to avoid what we were leaving undefined. And I wonder if you felt it like I did, that collision of the things we always hid. How we turned away at every perfect chance, just to keep from falling into circumstance. We were braver in the quiet than we ever were out loud. Two reflections in a moment we were never meant to allow. It's the space we never crossed, but it's everything I feel. Like a fire without oxygen, still somehow burning real. We were closer than we should be, but too far to rearrange. Now I'm haunted by a love that never had to change. If we had one reckless second, would it ruin, would it save? Would it turn into forever, or just another kind of grave? Maybe not choosing was the choice, maybe silence was our truth, but there's a lifetime in the question of what we didn't do. I still see you in the margins of the life I tried to write, like a shadow of a future that was always out of sight. It's a space we never crossed, now it stretches through my days. Like a song without a chorus, like a fire without a blaze. We were everything but real. We were almost, we were close. Now I live inside the silence of the one I never chose. And that line we never stepped across still feels like home I lost. I didn't see it coming through the noise, like a signal cutting clean through all the void. Every heartbeat started sinking to your sound, like the world just realigned when you came around. I was static, I was drifting out of phase. You were clarity in all the messy waves. Every moment felt electric, sharp, alive. just arrived. You don't love me like a question or a game. There's no hesitation tangled in your name. It's a current running steady through my veins. Not a storm, but something I can actually sustain. No more guessing where I stand. No more shadows in the light. You're the rhythm I can trust every day and every night. I go on every frequency, clear as truth, no in between. Every touch is harmony, like we're exactly what we mean. No distortion, no disguise, just the fire in your eyes. We go on every frequency, you and me, we finally breathe. We don't shatter every time the tension grows. We just bend until the understanding shows. There's a language in the way we disagree, still resolves into a deeper melody. You don't run when something's hard to understand. You just reach, you just take me as I am. And I've never felt so certain, standing still, like forever isn't something I have to win. It's the way you hold the line without pulling me apart. It's the quiet kind of strength that rewired my heart. We're gone on every frequency, nothing lost in what we feel. Every note is honesty, every moment turning real. No illusions left to chase, just the light we generate. We're gone on every frequency, in a world that's never clean. We're not perfect, we don't need to be. We're not fading into revelry. We're not breaking under pressure now. We're not turning love into a question We're the answer we were waiting for. Not a battle, not a metaphor, just a rhythm that we step inside. And it carries us, it keeps us alive. Every time the world gets loud, we don't drown, we rise above. Like a signal cutting through the crowd, we don't lose, we lock in love. We go on every frequency, burning bright, no fading out. Every wave is clarity, every whisper, every shot. No more ghosts of what could be, no more fractured melodies. We go on every frequency, you and me, we're finally free. Still ringing through eternity. Gold on every frequency. There's a quiet in the space you used to fill, like the world forgot to move but somehow will. Every second stretches thinner than before, since your shadow isn't walking through my door. We said distance was a thing we could outgrow. Just a number, just a place we didn't know. But the nights have different ways of telling truth. When your arms are just a memory to hold on to. I trace your name in places you've never been, like I'm trying to pull your presence back again. Every city feels a little less like mine when your laughter isn't echoing in time. But I hear you in the silence, like a rhythm that remains. Even oceans can't erase it, even miles learn our names. Distance learns our names somehow, carries every word we say, through the dark, across the doubt, through the nights we couldn't stay. We're not lost, we're just apart, held together by the thread of a love that won't let go, even when it's stretched too thin to mend. Every call feels like a fragile kind of grace, like we're holding on to something out of place. Frozen frames of all the things we used to be, still alive inside a screen that's not enough for me. You tell me wait, like time is on our side, like the distance isn't something we can hide. And I want to believe it every day, but some nights the faith just quietly slips away. Still I hold on to the feeling, like a light I can't replace. Even when you're far from reach, you're the closest thing I face. Distance learns our names somehow, whispers them from town to town. Every mile just spells it out, even when you're not around. We're not fading, we're just wide, like a sky we're stretched between. And I'll meet you in the moment where the distance disappears unseen. If love is more than just a touch, then tell me this is strong enough to live inside the in-between, to be the space we cannot see. I don't need forever promised, I just need a place to start, where the distance doesn't own us, where it bends around the heart. So I'll count the days in heartbeats, not in miles that keep us far. Every step is moving closer, even if we don't know where we are. Distance learns our name somehow, but it doesn't take control. Every tear, every vow just reminds me what we hold. We're not breaking, we're just stretched like a wire that still sings. And one day we'll close the space between these almost everythings, till the silence turns to footsteps, till the space becomes a room. I'll be waiting in the distance, still in love with all of you.